Hi guys. I know I've been away forever, and to be honest guys, it actually feels very very good to be back. It feels amazing to be back. I've been talking to you guys on the podcast again. I know before I went and disappeared on you guys, I told you guys that I was going to, bring the podcast on YouTube, and yeah, I'm finally doing it. So yay me. Okay, queen of excuses. I've come and give me like different excuses for why I've been away, but this time around I promise you guys that my excuse is valid. It is valid. It is very valid. So first of all, first things first, before we go into it, today we're just going to be talking about what I've been up to, where I've been, why I've disappeared, why I haven't been with you guys. So let me check, is it, am I in focus? Okay, cool. So yeah guys, there's plenty wala when it comes to recording on camera. I have to do it myself, record this on the podcast for you guys that want to listen to the audio version, and record that one for YouTube for you guys that want to watch the visual version. So sorry if I'll be breaking in transmission and talking to Madam Gracious, the producer, in the background. So guys, where have I been? First of all, before I go into this conversation, I missed you guys. I miss doing this. I miss the gist. I miss, like coming here and just communicating with you guys all the time. I miss this. So now, Maxim, where have you been? It's been a very long and stressful journey for me this past couple of months, but we move. I shall overcome. So yeah, guys, I finally moved out of Nigeria. Yay me. Yay me. I finally moved out of Nigeria, my people. It's not been an easy ride. It's been up and down, and you guys know how 2020 started. This year is just straight and right. Put it in dustbin. This whole year, nah, I'm out. But yeah, the year is not ending badly for me, so we thank God. But yeah, where have I been? I've been in Ireland. I recently, I think when was it? September, right? In September, I moved from Ibadan, Nigeria to Limerick, Ireland, and it's been wonderful, to be honest. I'm obviously grateful for it. I'm obviously grateful for the opportunity that I have, but my people, trying to jack out of that country is a big task. I would just see people about that has gone. So first of all, back in 2018, I decided to. I've been saying first of all a lot. I'm sorry. I started repeating myself again, but yeah, sorry. So back to the gist, guys. In 2018, the year I graduated from uni, I decided with myself, and I'm like, yo, come after NYSC. In fact, I was not even supposed to stay the entire NYSC period. It was supposed to be before I finished NYSC. I was supposed to have jackpot from that country. I'm like, I want to go for my master's, and that's my ticket out, basically. So come 2018 to 2019, I was doing my NYSC, and the idea I had in my head was that I was going to go to Canada. That was it. That was everybody's idea. Canada. Everybody wants to go to Canada, and I started my journey on trying to apply for Canada, and let me not tell you, real tears. Like, it has ended in severe, intense, emotional stress. That's all I can tell you. It's just been crazy. So I started my journey to go to Canada in 2018 officially. I started applying to schools. So in my mind though, I'm like, at least latest by September 2019, I will be on my way to to Canada. I'll be like, yeah, see y'all on the street, we'll see ourselves. And Canada was like, nope, you're not going anywhere. Okay, first of all, I should also address the fact that I've never gotten any rejection on any visa. I never even got to the point of applying for Canadian visa. That's how painful this whole thing is. Like, I never even got to the stage of applying for Canadian visa. It's crazy. So basically, I started applying for schools, and at first I was applying myself because my dad was like, is it not just school? Just apply for it yourself. And I saw the sense in that, because you just fill out a couple of forms and wait for judgment. And well, yeah, judgment came, and it was not in my favor. So the first school I applied for, second school I applied for, third school I applied for, fourth school I applied for, and I was just basically waiting. This was the waiting game at this point. I started applying in, I think, August 2018. by December, I started like getting January. I started getting word back from most of the schools, and the word was basically, "Oh, we are sorry to inform you. We regret to inform you." I'm like, I don't understand. I graduated with a 2-1, a strong 2-1, and I'm not dumb. Like, I'm not dumb. So why are the schools rejecting me? I don't understand. And if you know my father, is the kind of person that he wants you to go to the best school. He's not just going to just send you to school because you want to go abroad. No, my father will send you to a school with rating. That's my father. So I'm like, Dad, I don't understand. Should I apply to a lower school like community college? That's how desperate I was at this point. And my father's like, community what? Who's sending you to community college? I'm not sending you to a community college. All of that kind of stuff. So I said, okay, fine. I kept applying. It still wasn't working out. Okay. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Clear crystal.
Okay. So basically, my dad was like, I'm not sending you to a community college. I'm not going to waste my money like that. Okay. I said, okay. So what are we going to do? He said, keep applying. And if you know my father, he doesn't give up. It be, all those African parents that believe that, what's it called? Blessing denied is not, blessing delayed is not blessing denied. Hey, God, Jesus. So I kept staying there. I was in Ibadan, Nigeria, losing my mind slowly. Because, like after NYSC, I was still doing NYSC by the way, but, like during that process, you don't know what you're supposed to do next. You don't know what's next for you. You're just there. You don't know if you're supposed to get a job, if you're not supposed to get a job. Even if you get a job, what job are you getting? Nigeria is frustrating, but yeah, we move. So, moving forward, my dad decided that, okay, if this is not working out, you applying yourself, let's involve an agent, like we all do in that country. Hey, Limao. You people, this was the beginning of my problem. So I got an agent this time around. The agent was based in Nigeria. Sorry, Canada. I'm saying rubbish. The agent was based in Canada. So, and she was supposed to be, my father's like friend's wife or something like that. So there was credibility to her. Or we think there's credibility to her. So moving on, I started communicating with the agent. First of all, this agent, she's the kind of person that you will message on Tuesday. She'll reply you 2 weeks time. I'm like, wait, what's all this? What's going on? But after I made payments, like her payments, she started like behaving. Okay, no problem. I sent a couple of schools to her. She sent a couple of schools to me. She said, apply to this, apply to that. The chances of you getting admitted to these schools are higher, this and that. The schools that I wanted, she did not apply to. She said, just apply to these ones, trust me. Okay, so I said, okay, no problem. As long as I get admission and I go to Canada. And yeah, next thing, I started getting, is either, okay, so there were two problems I had with this woman. Her replying system, it sucks. Secondly, she doesn't communicate like the full thing to you. Tell me how it is and how it is. She would not. It's what she has in her mind that she would do. So moving on, I think I applied to 4 schools with her. And then I got my first rejection letter. I said, it's happening again. My village people are really, really sitting on this one. So, next one, I called her. I said, Ma, I got a rejection. She said, don't worry. We still have how many schools? Ma, worry, relax. Trust me. I said, okay. Next one, I got like an email saying, your application to so place is incomplete. I said, sorry, excuse me, ma'am. You're supposed to like be the one doing this. Why am I the one chasing you? She's like, oh, you did not send the information I needed. I said, I sent you the information, every single. I don't understand. You think that I'm doing myself here? I sent you every single information you said you needed, and she just kept arguing with me. I said, ma, please just finish the application and let's have it. Next thing, we finished that one. Another rejection letter. Then came another rejection letter. At this point, I was frustrated. So I turned to my friend. My friend was in the US at that time, so she was studying in the US. And I said, guy, I'm going to apply to your school. My dad was not involved. My dad would not have. I know my dad was not like a fan of me going to the US in the first place because, Trump. And yeah, I decided to apply to the US myself. And I got the admission. 2 admissions, actually. I got both of them. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I got admission to the US. My dad was like, so when you finish the school, what will happen? You'll be coming back to gay. To meet who? To do what for you? I'm like, geez, just think about it. And he's like, yeah, I thought about it. No, Trump is there. I'm like, fucking hell. Anyway, that's how the admission for that one went out of the window. By the way, the funny thing is, before I got the agent for Canada. I already applied to Ireland myself. I got an agent. I paid for this one myself too. I didn't even get my father involved, nothing. I paid for the agent. I did the interview. I got the admission to Ireland, the school I'm in now. And my dad was like, and what's happening in Ireland? Nothing is happening. We are going to Canada or nothing. Canada or nothing. I'm like, Jesus. Okay. So we move. I started, my journey to apply to another school in Canada. I applied to 2 other schools myself because my friend had recently gotten admission. Shout out to you, Tokwe Barry. He had recently gotten admission into a school in Canada. So I'm like, okay, let me try this school that Tokwe got admitted to. False. False. I got the rejection letter for that one. At that point, I went to my mother's room and I said, sorry, excuse me. Have you been going to the mountain at all? Have you been praying? What's going on? My mom was like, what happened? I'm like, guy, something's going on. My village people are really, really at it. Like, something is really going on. So yeah, I started freaking out and the usual. So then I think it was in January 2019, January 2019, or maybe around March, I'm not even sure when. One of my friends was already in Ireland here. So I knew somebody that came to Ireland and, they were raving about Ireland was good, Ireland is this, Ireland is that. And it's not the UK where after you finish school, they'll boot you. So if not for that option, I would have gone to the UK too. So next thing, I started talking to my friend and they said, oh, yeah, I have this agent for you. You should talk to this person. I messaged the agents. They were so swift and nice. And, they seemed to be dedicated to what they were doing. And I applied to Ireland. Applied to this school again. And then I got it. In fact, I paid for the, application fee myself. Because my dad was not into that. When I got the admission, I sent him, I said, guy. I didn't say it like that. Who am I? Who am I to say guy? But in my mind, I'm like, guy. This is the admission. I'm going to the school. My father started raking. What's that? Skilloshell Island. What's the option for you there? What is it? This, that. He's like, do your research. You don't know anything. All this. I'm like, Jesus. Just try to understand. Listen. But Anyway, I don't know who spoke to him, but whoever it is, thank you. Shout out to you because you really saved me out here. Whoever spoke to him told him that, Ireland is like a small country, but it's like, I think one of the richest in the world, Seth. I think 15th richest country in the world. So it's small but mighty. And, like the options and stuff for you to stay back after school, this and that. Explain like the immigration policy scheme. And he just called me and said, that's your school that you say you applied to. You can go. How much is the school fees? And I said, oh yeah, the school fees is this, the school fees is that. I'm like, okay. I will tell the woman to send it to you. Pay for the fees. I'm like, bruh, okay, thank you. And that was when, that I was going to go to Ireland. It became solidified. Glory be to Jesus. So yeah, next stage, apply for visa. I've never been denied. I've never been denied visa. And I don't think there's ever a point I'll be denied visa. I'm that proud. Yeah. But like, this whole process was really wrecking my emotions. Because, I had already gone through like a bunch of rejections from from applying for the school. I was not even in the mood again. If I see one more rejection letter, I fit commit. So I was really done and over it. And yeah, it was time to apply for visa. I went to Lagos with my mans and we applied for the visa. And then that visa process was stressful, please. Like, nobody should tell me anything. It was stressful. I mean, on the day I applied for the visa, they said biometrics was not working. And if you know, I live in Ibadan. So, excuse me, auntie, I should come back when? So basically, they said biometrics is not working. In fact, let me start from the fact that day, it's like the devil was outside. The devil said, me and you were going to play ball. But my God said, I'm bigger than you. Honestly speaking, it was so stressful. So, on the visa day, all the ATM machine in Lagos, none of it was functioning. In fact, POS, it was not working. The whole country was on meltdown. So, and they said they don't collect cash. So what are we going to use to pay? At a point when they realized that, it was wasting time and it was holding people up, the place was getting filled up, they said, okay, everybody started giving cash. But where will I get the cash from? There was nowhere. In fact, that day, like, somebody I met on that particular day, it was like, I'm going to go somewhere to apply for the visa, and to withdraw money. And then I said, it was Dikwa, by the way. I said, sorry, excuse me, can you help me to withdraw? Stranger gave me my ATM. In fact, take all my money, take it and go. he couldn't withdraw that day anyway. So I called my man's up and I'm like, hey babe, what's up? I'm trying to withdraw money and I can't withdraw money. I don't know where this guy was. I don't know what he was doing. But next I know, like next 5 minutes, there was 60k in front of me. That damn. He said, here, money for visa, here, money that you can hold in case you need it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So yeah, that one went to. We finished that process and then they go, sorry, auntie, you are going to have to come back. The biometrics is not working. What's going on in this country? I'm like, if you want to leave, you want me to stay in this country by force, but my God will not let you. I'll be back. When is biometrics going to be working? They said they don't know yet, so just let us know. So I carried my bag. I went back to Ibadan and I waited for them to like call, but then they did not call me. They never called me, funny enough. They called everybody else that we went together that day because I collected like their Instagram handles and I kept asking, have they called you? They said they've called me. They said I should come on this day. Why have they not called me? I started blowing up their... In fact, me and the woman that was picking up the phone, we fought. I said, sorry, excuse me, man. Nobody called me. Nobody has told me. She said, wait your turn. I said, which turn? Which turn? Do you know how long I've been waiting? So basically, I fought my way into the place and they said, just come on so day. I'm like, okay, fine. They gave me an appointment. They gave me an appointment for, I think, 12. Guess what time I was at the embassy? Me. I was at the embassy by, I think, 9. Waiting at the door. I'm leaving this country. So basically, that step was down. We finished that one. And then coming to Ireland, oh my God, because obviously there's COVID-19 and all of that, the entire thing was just upside down, side, front, waist, everything. So basically, another journey is COVID-19 test. So like I said, I live in Ibadan and there was only one place in Ibadan they do the test, and all of a sudden they said they moved for the test from that place to Lagos. Those people moved to Lagos. Apparently, I don't know, maybe they weren't making money in Ibadan. And one COVID-19 test costs 50,000 naira. Home service COVID-19 test 65,000 naira. I'm like, voila, for person we won't travel for this country. So anyway, I carried myself all the way to Lagos. By the way, my flight was like on Monday. You people, see, I've gone through things, this whole process. So my flight was on Monday. I went to Lagos on Thursday so I can do my test on Thursday. And mind you, I have to do the test, I think, 2 or 3 days before traveling. And you see that the days are too much because of the weekend and they don't work on weekends. God, it was extreme sport to find somebody that will come and do the test for me during the weekend, run the test and give me the test by Monday. That one no pay me. I now get to the airport on Tuesday, ready to go. I said goodbye to everybody. I gave my clothes out. I gave everything out. I'm like, yeah, peace out to this foolish country. Never coming back. My village people at the airport waiting for me. They say, maybe something is going to. Guys, I get my ticket out. And then, no more checking in and stuff. And they go, sis, sorry, this is your flight. You get as it be. I said, sorry, what? They said, you're supposed to transit through the UK. You can't transit through the UK if you don't have a UK visa or you're a citizen of the UK. I said, so what do you want me to do about that information? When I was ordering for the ticket on your website, why did you not say that? Why did nobody tell me that? So what should I do now? What should I do? What's the point of what you're telling me? What are you telling me that is smelling? And then they go, what we can do for you is that we'll give you another ticket for another date. You just add 25,000 naira to it. I'm sorry, excuse you. Driver has dropped me. The driver has gone. What do you mean? What do you mean by that statement? So at this point, I called my mom and I was freaking out. I was panicking. I'm like, me that I've said bye bye to everybody. That don't peace out. Fuck you guys. It's me that I don't need to go back to Toluole. Ibadan. I'm not going anywhere. We die here. My mom came inside. I don't know how my mother did. My mother is a terrorist, man. She entered inside that airport where they said people that cannot travel entered. She bribed everybody at the door. And next time, my mother was in the office with me. What happened? I said, this is what they said. No. Mom said, okay, no problem. Let's just pay the money. I'm a padwa. All I need to go to sharing. I said, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that statement? All I need to go to share as per I should not travel. My God did not say I will not. I will go. Mom said, let's just go home. So I got into the car. My sister and Bolade were looking at me like, what happened? Did they deport this one? Please, it was too funny. My sister and Bolade, they didn't even know what to say to me. Everybody was just looking at me. I'm like, nobody should chat to me. Don't touch me. Don't say anything to me. No, I don't want to hear it. We get to Ibadan, and funny enough, I don't know, I just got sick. Like, I just fell sick. I was so sick that I landed in the hospital that evening. It's weird, right? And the flight I got next was like a couple of days after, like I think 3 or 4 days after. And I was sick in the hospital. My mother said, you see, my God knew what he was doing. My God wanted, I'm like, anyway. So, fast forward to 3 days later, I was already feeling better. Even on the day of the flight, I wasn't really feeling so great. I was still in pain and stuff. But we made it through. All I was thinking in my head was, as I'm doing like this, like sick person, you they go and think that it's COVID. You they go and think that, oh yeah, by the way, I had to do another COVID test. Oh God, only God knows how much I spent on this entire thing. It was just ridiculous, man. So yeah, I had to do another COVID test. Finally, I shall traveled. In fact, I'm actually kind of happy I traveled on there. I traveled because I traveled with a lot of students. Everybody on that flight were all students because, people couldn't travel at the time because of, lockdown and stuff. But you could travel if you were going for work or for business and for school. So all of us on that flight, students, and I also knew somebody on the flight, Evelyn. So it was kind of fun. Kind of, it was the feeling of togetherness. And finally, we get to Dublin. And there was a guy waiting there at this thing with our school logo. Oh, hi, are you this? Are you that? And he's like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, okay, so Limerick we go. Yeah, move. When I finally landed in the school, I'm like, yes, Jesus. I needed that extreme break. I'm like, finally, something is working. Like, why was everything not working before? Why was everything broken? I was so confused. But let me check if it's in focus. Okay, so I kept like wondering, like, why is everything working like this? When you're just feeling like, is it my village people? Have I offended somebody? Is there somebody I need to go and beg? Do I need to carry sacrifice at this point? Because what's going on? It was so frustrating, but eventually we pulled through. So yeah, being in Ireland it's been fun so far, and I'm kind of looking forward to taking you guys on the journey that I am on, because everything is new to me. Obviously, this is my first time in Ireland. I've been to the UK, but this is my first time in Ireland, and there's a huge similarity within here, and in fact everything is kind of almost the same. Is it not, Grace? It's kind of almost the same. So if you're the kind of person that you like the entire European setting, you like it here. And unfortunately, I've not been to school. Like the entire student experience that I was hoping to go to school, doing both school. None of that has worked out so far. I've been taking classes online. They've not been bad. I've met some of my classmates. How many of my classmates have we met? There's Gracious. I met you, Gracious, and Kahal. Right? Who else?
Kian.
Oh, you met Kian. I just saw him in passing. He's not my friend. He's not my friend. I don't talk to. The only person I talk to in class is you.
Rim.
Okay, I'm about to meet Rim. We don't know how that we go yet, but yeah. I'm trying to meet people from school and meet people from class, even outside classes, because the entire school year, it seems like this entire thing is going to be online, but we'll see how it goes. But other than that, it's been quite fun. I think last week I went to Dublin. It was late in Dublin, but I've been in Limerick, and Limerick is a small, country. Is it county area? Be country area? What do they call it? It's country area. It's country. It's called countryside. So yeah, basically Limerick is a small country area, and it's just been there. But when I went to Dublin, I'm like, yeah, this is where I belong. I don't belong in Limerick. But you will see after school, I'll probably move to Dublin if I find a good job there and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I've been having the time of my life. It's been fun out here, and I missed podcasting so much. I've just not had time because of school and all of that. But I'm hoping that that's going to change now. I have a 6-week holiday, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to bring content to you guys, both audio and visual content, and you guys will be able to enjoy it again. And I can't wait for you guys to meet all the new people that I have met while I have been in this country. It's been crazy, and I hope I will be able to get some of them on the podcast. They'll be willing to come on the podcast soon. And yeah, guys, that's it for me for now. We are going to talk more in new episodes that are going to come. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. And you know the drill already. If you have anything you want me to talk about on this podcast, don't be afraid to send me an email on the podcast email that is Maxim Uncut Maxim Uncut fan mail. Jesus, how did I forget? Maxim Uncut fan mail at gmail.com. You can send me an email there, or you can just follow on Instagram and Twitter at Maxim Uncut Podcast, and you can DM me, or you can follow my private, social media, Maxi_. And I'm going to leave everything on the screen so you can follow. And I'm really looking forward to, talking to you guys again. And I hope you guys missed me as much as I missed you. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. Bye. Mwah. Kisses.